Hi, so in this video we're going to take a closer look at document management within ShareDo. So within ShareDo you can seamlessly integrate with your document management provider. So things like O365, iManage, Documentum. It's key that ShareDo does not store the documents. These will reside within your document management system, but ShareDo does provide a number of key features to augment that experience. So we've got enhanced collaboration features, so things like document bundling, document split, document sharing, digital mail runs. And we'll have a closer look at some of these within ShareDo. So if we jump across to ShareDo, we'll take a closer look at some of that functionality. So if we look through the context of our case, as you design your portals, you'll configure what the document repository is for that particular matter. So we've got a thing called a resolver, which you configure within your work type structure, and that's really telling ShareDo how to resolve to your DMS to surface up the documents. And then what we do is we wrap around those documents to augment that with some key features that we'll take a closer look at. So what we're looking at is the document management repository. So what we provide is some preview. So we can do preview, we can do annotation over the top of that. We can also do features called split. So a lot of the time you might have received a really big document, but you only want certain elements of that document to either send on or to disclose to another party. So what we can do is we can use ShareDo's split feature to extract those elements. So again, the document resides in your DMS, but your user is interacting through the work management hub in your portal through our integration. So what we can do here is we can specify what we want to call the split. So I'm going to call this evidence 1, where I'm going to place it inside of my folder structure. So again, that's dynamic. It's going off and saying, where do you want to stick it? So we'll put it in the root. And then what do you want to split? So we can put ranges in here. I can specify page ranges, but quickly we'll just highlight that we want page 1 and we want page 3. Now we can add more splits to this, so I can add as many splits as we like, but what we'll do when we're ready is we'll say, hey, go split. And what ShareDo will do is it will extract those elements that you've configured in your split, and then it will save those in your document management repository. So if we give this a quick refresh, you can see that it's feeding back to me to say, hey, it's all done, and we can see that we've got evidence 1 in there. So that's our extraction tool. But again, the documents are stored within your document repository. There's an additional feature as well inside of ShareDo called a bundle. So once we've collected and gathered all of the documents, we might want to produce what we call a bundle. So this is your ability to bundle those up into a single document. Now we'll take a closer look in this series at document assembly. And this is one alternative different template. So you can create templates, which are just patterns, to say this is how the document bundle will look and feel when I'm building it. So effectively what your index page looks like, what the navigation structure looks like, what the document references look like. So you can see here we've just loaded up this disclosure bundle and we've got 3 sections. And what we can do is we can go to our document repository and just drag across. So natively it's looking at the folder structure, it's looking at all of the items that I've got in place, and I can just drag those across into my sections. You can see as well that we've got time recording built into this activity, so as a global feature it's switched on. So I'm recording time in context of the activity that I'm doing, and when I'm ready, I'll just hit generate. Now it'll do this asynchronously because it's doing some heavy lifting. It's going across to all those documents, extracting them and producing them in a bundle. But if we give this a quick refresh, it should create that pretty quickly. So what the system will do is it'll use the in-app notification system that we would have seen in our collaboration, short collaboration video, and it will feed back to me when it's done. But if we give this a quick refresh, we can see that our bundle has been generated. So we've generated our bundle. So if we give that a quick click in our preview, we can see that the bundle's been generated. We've got our index, it's navigable. I can control what the paging structure looks like. I can control my separators, and I can see that it's merged in all of this content. Now, because that's an artifact, again, I can share it through virtual data rooms, I can push it up to a portal, I can choose the delivery channel that I'm going to be doing this with, I can email it out. It's an artifact within my document repository now. But as that life cycle of a case changes, if I want to take something out of the bundle or I want to change it, I can just stick it back into draft, take things out, put things back in and regenerate. So that's a document bundling structure. We can also, in here, we can present the data in different ways. So because this is going off to a document repository, we can show that in a flat structure, so we can remove all of the folders, or we can show it in your traditional document view. And that's just really quickly a quick insight into DMS integration, where we're coexisting with existing document management storage software, but we're doing that from the context of ShareDo. So from an end user perspective, it's completely seamless. In the next video, we're going to be taking a closer look at actually document production. So that's generating all of the correspondence and communications inside of our cases.